catching balls? Or do you trust a rookie that's never been to interchange ball, never even seen a Super Bowl? Do you trust a quarterback that's had almost 80-some games played compared to a rookie that's only played 20? Or do you trust a veteran quarterback that's been in the league for quite some time, or a rookie's only been there for 6 months? Now, we all can be, love the flash, this, and the third, and go with Jaden Daniels because of the way he's playing right now. But the roles just changed. And Jaden Daniels is on the Philadelphia Eagles team. He won't be throwing for 400 yards, 300 yards, 5 touchdowns. He won't do it. We run the ball so well, why take the ball out of the running back's hands? You look at the Bills, look at the Chiefs. The games they won this last week, they didn't have great stat lines. They run the ball while they're playing the defense. You don't have to do it. You don't have to risk it. I'm going with the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Surprise. Jalen Hurts. Right? And the reason why is because I'm going off of experience.
Yeah, I got you.
Right? Flash is great.
Yeah.
And I think for the future, Jaden Daniels might be better than Jalen Hurts in the future. Right? Because the way he's playing, I just think it would look like this. Yeah. But right now, today, on the experience, because one thing about being, we have been there, I played and I started as a rookie. Yeah. It gets harder and harder and harder. Right? And you're expected to do more plays. But Jalen Hurts can kind of sit back, right? Yeah. Let the game come to me. Well, Jaden Daniels has to go out there and perform every single play because the team is so bad. Yeah. I'm going with number 1 for the Eagles.
Didn't you say yesterday that you thought Jaden Daniels was in the top 5 quarterbacks?
Yes, he is. From what he's
now, you also said you also said that you thought at some point in the near future that Jaden Daniels would be better than Jalen Hurts. Jaden Daniels is already better than Jalen Hurts.
Well, you're talking attributes, right? You're talking talent.
I just want to make sure and I'm not saying anything bad about Jalen Hurts. I'm saying I'm praising Jaden Daniels.
I'll give you this real quick.
Better than Hurts right now as a quarterback?
Yes. James, I'll say this real quick. So I love MJ, and I'm a crazy Kobe Bryant fan, right? And I always talk about, like, man, Kobe Bryant, like, when Shaq left, he became this crazy superstar. No. He always that. Yeah. The different ones, the most different. You got somebody that's so dominant that we haven't seen before, like Shaq. Put that ball down there, man. What do you think? Because you know why? Because I don't have to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we had to see Jalen Hurts play a certain way, and you always talk about this, like, we can see one of his stat lines, but when we needed him to put points up against the Chiefs in Super Bowl, what's up? He did it. So I think that the roles are different.
Yes.
He does what he does.
I trust Hurts more, but it's hard to argue with anything Chase said.
Yeah.
Like, I trust Hurts more because, like Shady said, Hurts has done it before. He's been to a Super Bowl. Whatever you need out of Jalen Hurts, he gives you. I think he's an intuitive quarterback. He knows what's necessary, when it's necessary, whenever it's necessary. But this Jaden Daniels kid, y'all.
He's special enough. He's special.
Daniels kid, like, it's almost a toss-up. I'm giving you an answer because I have to, and I'm saying Jalen Hurts. But as Chase said, Jaden does not turn the ball over.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen, not in the playoffs at least. And keep in mind, dependent upon turnovers is what happens with winning and losing. The teams that have no giveaways in the playoffs, they're 9-1 now. The teams that have 1+ giveaway in the playoffs, they're 1-7. Jaden Daniels ain't giving the ball away. So you at home, whether you're betting on the game, whether you watch the game, whether you got fantasy in the game, I don't know if fantasy leagues are still going on. I don't know how that works. Play it, fantasy playoffs. But regardless, like, Jaden Daniels ain't no punk. Yeah. He's not laying down for nobody.
But the question says,
you trust more.
No. Okay. Who do you trust more Sunday? Sunday. Not like an overall. Jalen Hurts is hurt.
He is.
Whether we like shots or not,
he is hurt.
He will be hurt. It is not denying.
Nobody knows how bad.
I agree. I see guys leave the game, right, on Sunday, and the next Sunday they playing in that high clip. So let's not have a people sweet doctors. We know what's hurt and what's not hurt.
Really quick, though.
Hurts from out there.
Oh, y'all.
Of course. No doubt. Of course.
He's going to be out there. We just going to see how he's going to look. We don't know. He could look 100. He could look 50. We don't know yet. Who do you trust more? This is a tough question. But it's an easy answer. Jaden Daniels is playing the best at the quarterback position out of all 4 quarterbacks.
All of them.
Out of all 4. Including he's playing the best. Can't even argue that. He is playing the best football right now. But he is the last one I trust out of all 4 of them because he's never been in this situation. We don't know what to expect from him. We didn't know what to expect from him last week. That's why they was double-digit underdogs going in. We didn't know what to expect. He surprised us. One thing I do know is preseason's a speed. Regular season's a different speed.
That's true.
Playoffs is a totally different speed. Divisional round is another totally different speed. NFC Championship is another totally different speed. Super Bowl, you feel like 22 people on it. That's how fast the game is moving. How is he going to adapt on the road in Philadelphia? We've seen him adapt really, really well in Detroit. But this is going to be a different game and a different speed. He's never felt it. Josh has. Jalen has. Patty obviously has. So if you ask me who I trust more, it's Jalen Hurts. And the main reason it's Jalen Hurts is because it might be only one other quarterback, with all due respect to all these other quarterbacks, that when you're talking about winning one game, that you take it, that you're going to trust. And that's just a fact. Whatever we want to say about Jalen Hurts, the main reason why people are killing you right now, because he's winning. If he was putting up 130 yards and all that type of stuff, they wouldn't be killing you. But he's winning, and he's finding ways to win. And we're watching other quarterbacks find ways to lose. Jalen Hurts always finds a way to win. And you ask me who I trust for one game at the crib with all the stuff that he has around him, hurt, not hurt, how well he gonna play 60%, he wins.
Well, I don't disagree. I would pick Jalen Hurts if they're hurt or not, or whatever. Something's wrong with his knee. He didn't look good at the end of the game. He'll get shots, he'll be all that. If they were both healthy, completely healthy, I would go Jalen Hurts. We're talking about this Sunday. Jaden's healthy. Jaden's a better quarterback. Okay? Jaden has less around him. He's doing way more with it. If you want to talk about a better team, it's easily, in my opinion, the Eagles.
Now, what about the fact that Jaden Daniels hasn't flinched? Like, does that not lead y'all to trust Jaden? Because remember, Jaden Daniels had everything going against him against the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions have an incredible offense. Detroit Lions have much more to play for than the Washington Commanders did last week, because the Detroit Lions had a lot more at stake, had a lot more pressure, had a week to prepare. Jaden Daniels did not flinch. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, first playoff game, back against the wall. You're down, I believe, fourth quarter, maybe 5 or so minutes left. Jaden Daniels did not flinch. Shady James Jones, what about the fact that, like, the entirety of Jaden Daniels' career, as we have seen it thus far, through just 20 games, dude hasn't flinched once. Once. So why now would you anticipate that he would flinch?
I'm not saying I don't trust him. You just asked me who I trust more on my quarterbacks. See, I don't trust Jalen Hurts to go out there and ball and play well, but it is going to be different. We came from Atlanta when we won the Super Bowl. We came from Atlanta. We put up 40-plus points in the beautiful dome against a bad defense. And then the NFC Championship was in Chicago against Atlanta, against Briggs, against a really good defense in the cold. And we scored 14 points. If it weren't for a B.J. Raji interception, I wouldn't have a Super Bowl ring right now. We wouldn't have went to the Super Bowl. It is going to be different for him. It's about to be cold. The defense is 1,000% better. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to be a totally different game and moving a whole lot faster. I'm not saying I don't trust him. I think he's going to play well, but this game is going to be different.
For us to say he's not playing crazy, we would be tripping. He's playing amazing right now. Jaden is one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch, for sure. That's why he's in my top 5.
Get matched today with the tax expert who's just right for your situation. They'll do your taxes from start to finish, and you can work with the same expert year after year with TurboTax Live Full Service. Hand off your taxes today.
Hey, well, as we talk about trusting, and like, I was thinking about the first game against the Bucks, right? If I'm the Lions, like, oh, this young boy, he's pretty good. Wow, okay. Then you beat the Lions, oh my God, right? You see the reaction from the division round to the next round, right? You see the difference. Now you go to Philadelphia, everybody in their mama is on TV and is at the game looking at him, number 5. Where's he at? It's going to be a different level, man. Because he has everybody's attention. And all I'm saying is that he is a phenomenal player. He's going to get better and better and better. But I think right now, it's a lot for a player like this. Think about this in your rookie year. You got to carry the whole squad, whole franchise.
No, that's real. That's a coaching decision for the Cowboys. It dictates the trajectory of the Cowboys' future. The biggest franchise in the world of sport, not American sport, in all of sport. Do you trust Jerry Jones to get the hire right?
No. No. I mean, the last time he got the hire right was 35 years ago with Jimmy Johnson. So count the years, 35 years has gone by.
Oh, because of Super Bowl.
That's all that matters. That's why we play the game. But I'm saying it's the longest streak in the NFC. Without being to a conference championship game. It's crazy. And so, like, what do you care about, right? If you're Jerry, do you care about getting the actual coach? Like we had a conversation yesterday. Do you care about Ben Johnson? Not saying he's going to be a good coach, but he was clearly the number 1 candidate the last 3 years. They didn't even interview him. The interviews they have.
Your bitch ass don't subscribe, nigga. Don't ever subscribe,
Ryan
nigga.
Schottenheimer, they're
You fuck niggas. We don't need you around here.
Those are their interviews.
Oh, jeez.
And so I think that Jerry is
Stop acting because you're coming to watch, though, nigga.
winning every other game than a football game. Let me break that down. He cares about winning the merchandise game. They sell so much branded Cowboy stuff, it's unbelievable. He cares about ticket sales game. They're winning that game. He cares about marketing. He cares about ticketing. He cares about every other thing under the sun, in my opinion, but not winning football games. So every other game involved, because wouldn't you hire a guy that you, like, even Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones said that they felt that they needed to go outside of the box to hire. All of his hires have been outside the box. Barry Switzer, Chan Gailey, Dave Campbell, Bill Parcells was great. He's 0-2 in the playoffs. He only won 53% of his games. Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett, Mike McCarthy, he was, I agree, Super Bowl winner, but he was out the year before. He didn't have a job. So now you're going back to this saying you might hire another Kellen Moore's favorite, you might hire another first-time head coach. So what do you actually care about? I don't have any trust in Jerry to get it right on the football field. Every other thing, though, off the football field, he's going to get it right. Wait, so you?
I was just thinking that.
Like, I know Jerry Jones. I don't know, like, when it was like Des Bryant or somebody. I hate dealing with Jerry. He's cool dude. You don't think you make it better? You don't think he want to win? Because all the merchandise, the ticket sales, all the merchandise and all that type of stuff, when you win Super Bowls and the Cowboys all on TV, they making more money.
Yeah.
I think he wants to win. I just don't think that's the number one thing that he cares about. There's a difference. Yeah. I was a guy that he's a perfectionist, right? He wants to, the stuff he says is where they're like, oh, Jerry, won't you remove this stuff? He said, wow, it's my investment, right? And I've been winning my whole life, right? I can do it again. So I think he really wants to win. You know what I'm saying? Guys like him, other owners are like, okay, how my team do? They good this weekend? Okay, cool, we make some money? I don't think that's Jerry. I think Jerry really wants to come win.
And the crazy thing is, those owners that win the championship. Get your butt out of the way.
Say it again.
Come on, no, for real. Get your butt out of the way. That's the answer is no, because he ain't gonna get out of the way. No matter what head coach he hired, in my humble opinion, unless it was Dion, because I think Dion is the only one that really good. I got it, bro. Like, I know what this team needs. I know what I got to do to coach this team to get them there. These other coaches that he's thinking about hiring, that's because he still wants to be in the way. The Dallas Cowboys are not going to be successful. The head coach is not going to be successful until Jerry Jones gets out of the way. He has to get out of the way and let these head coaches and let these scouts do their job. Jerry, you're not on the road watching all these college kids. Jerry, you're not on the road watching these free agents play. And I know you have put together good rosters and all that type of stuff, but until you get yourself out of the way, I don't necessarily know how far this team is going to go. And that's just straight up.
And you guys are co-workers, and I love you guys. But I think that's lazy. That's lazy to say that. You know why? Because y'all say that on one end, but then y'all actually forget when he drafted all these really good players, had all these talented moves in the locker room, and when we talk about rosters, they had for 2-3 years straight, they had one of the top 3 rosters in football. And it ain't because of this guy, that's because of Jerry Jones. And y'all celebrating because they've been losing, and y'all gonna blame him for everything?
No, I don't blame him for everything.
Right? Because I watch you have 9 All-Pros. I watch you have you draft top dudes over and over again. CD Lamb, Michael Parsons. I watch that. Zeke, what's the back of Zeke Paul? And 21st ago. So I watch these things. Diggs, you had players. Then you go up and you get Defense Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore. Like, you've had players. Then you get what's the slide guy? Oh man, records. All I'm saying is like the lazy thing is, oh, Jerry don't get no. I watched Jerry Jones get the Cowboys a crazy roster. That was terrifying. I'm like, whoa, that roster, I'm nervous for them. Them in the Niners, I'm scared of them dudes. And
instantly, DraftKings, you make the playoffs even more exciting. Legendary NFL coach Jim Moore.
Then the players lost it, Dak Prescott, and then nobody takes blame other than Jerry Jones. I think that's a lazy take. So I would disagree. I don't think it's a lazy take. Listen. I don't think it's a lazy take. I think it's actually a very pointed take from James guy, because I went back and I did research, just like everyone does in this show, right? And I wanted to prepare this. So if you look at the whole Jimmy Johnson thing, how it went down with Jerry Jones, right? Jimmy mutually left with Jerry, right? It was mutual, but let's be real. Jerry fired him after back-to-back Super Bowls. Okay? After back-to-back Super Bowls. And it was because That was the turning point after the 93 season. That was a turning point for Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones. And Jerry wanted more control and say in football operations. That was the year, 93. Okay? Between Barry Switzer and Jimmy Johnson, those two, their playoff record was 12-3, and they won 3 Super Bowls. 12-3 between 2 head coaches and won 3 Super Bowls. And you draw the line there, starting with Chan Gailey. Chan Gailey had no say in anything football, and you just go up the line. Okay, since 1998, their playoff record is 4-12. That was the line of demarcation. It's like, okay, Jerry's involved, and you're 4-12. Jerry's not involved. They won 3 Super Bowls, was 12-3. So I don't think it's a let's get historical history, right? Let's go to when we were grown adults. Let's talk about when we're adults. We're adults now. Let's talk about what just happened in the last 3-4 years. Let's talk about that. Yep. Go ahead. What the playoff losses? 12 wins, 12 wins, 12 wins. They can't win the playoffs.
But I'm saying, because you said it's Jerry. You said it's Jerry's fault. So in the last 4 years, when they had top 3 rosters that Jerry Jones got, let's talk about them guys. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about when you went to the Niners. The defense played phenomenal. They gave up 17 points on the road. Let's talk about that.
What about this past year when Jerry didn't sign a running back?
You see what I'm saying? Though?
But I'm just saying, like,
because
you can easily point about
to every argument. The easy way to say is all Jerry, but what I'm saying is all.
No one said it's all.
What I'm saying, it's the biggest issue. You're saying, right? The biggest issue is I just don't trust him. What I'm saying is when he brought Sean this All-Pro roster that can compete for a championship. We're not talking about that. Why not?
Talking about more than one playoff win.
Let's talk about that.
1-3.
Because I'll tell you what, there was only 2 teams that had a roster like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Connor the Eagles and Darsh for the Niners. But we're not going to talk about that.
And I can agree with that.
And they both I'm telling you.
But look at their owners then.
But but for real.
Ed York is not involved.
That's true. But when they lost, was it Jerry's fault? When Jeff started picks?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not blaming that, but this is all I'm saying.
Look for a team like that.
What you looking for, Jerry? What are you looking for? Because
and you fired him after he won 2 back to back.
So no. So you fired a coach after he won 2 because y'all ain't getting along, whatever. We don't know the story, so I ain't even finna try to dot the lines and act like I know the story. You know, I ain't in nobody bit right. You know what I'm saying? It could be something else. Then you go through all these head coaches, lose, not doing nothing. You get a head coach in Mike McCarthy that went 12, right? Won a playoff game, didn't get you to that game, and he's going into the season even without a contract. And now you interviewing some dudes that ain't even as qualified as Coach Mike. So what exactly are you looking for? No, I'm actually like, what are you looking for? Because you don't get along with a dude that won 2, 3 Super Bowls, right? Then you go through all these coaches. Then you find a coach that is doing solid, 12, 2 division titles in 3 years. And then you letting him go into the season with no contract. What exactly are you looking for? It's hard to win Super Bowls. We all agree that Andy Reid and these boys ain't just walking in the building and just walking in the Super Bowl. It's hard to win. So at one point, what you looking for?
We're talking about 20 years ago.
I'm talking about these last 3 years.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.
At Better Jam, everyone gets a welcome off. So when you're close up trying to hit the or up here trying to hit the under, hit that win with your crew. Oh, yeah, see defense. All the way up here with the same game parlay. Better Jam's got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the sportsbook born in Vegas.
All these seats. Really? Get up to a $1,500 new customer offer and bonus bets when you sign up now. BetMGM. Download and bet today.
I cannot wait to have, because people are trying to suggest that Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Famer.
I'm pretty sure I was Genesis.
Let's see your homies, because all your homies here. Here's my thought process, y'all. Like, can we not get too lenient with this Hall of Fame thing? I think Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Fame talent. Matthew Stafford is probably a top 3 quarterback since the turn of the century as it pertains to tap.
That's my ninja way!
The victor has been decided.
To protect my loved ones, I'll beat anyone no matter what!
This nigga looking, doing a lot of dick pulling, bro.
shot.
Battle begins.
Here it goes! Here I go! Take this! Here it goes! Here it goes! Carry on.